Everybody, it's Doom here from Dungeons and Doom Biscuit. We're in the 3.5 Monster Manual, and we're on part 2 of the Umberhulk. And there's where I'm at on mine. I've base coated them with a rattle can, and I'm ready to start painting them black. I'm going to get my brush damp. Not soaked, just damp. And I'm going to paint them brown. The whole darn thing. And if I miss some spots or don't get in all the cracks, I'm not going to cry about that. It's going to be alright. You can barely tell that used to be a dinosaur under there. And a turtle. And some more turtles. And an alien from the Dollar Tree's legs that I cut up. Okay, you can kind of tell those alien legs. I should have put some baking soda on those to get rid of the texture. Oh well. That's alright. Need a little more paint here. I gotta do time cards tonight, so I can't be down here all night. I gotta do everybody's time. Do all the time. Make sure everybody gets paid. Because everybody wants their pay before Christmas. To be on time. It'll be on time. I would. No one would ever dare to let somebody not get paid. I swear, that'd be terrible. That'd be the worst. If I didn't get paid, man, I'd be freaking going ape shit. I probably wouldn't be doing it in that voice, though. I don't know. I tend to be goofy at times, so maybe I would. What were we talking about earlier? I forget. I mean, I had a nice day. Went up and saw the dude at Four Horsemen Gaming and gave him the miniature I made for him. And he liked it. I'm glad he did. I was excited. He seemed like a real good dude. I'm glad I could do something nice for him. I mean, it wasn't something super nice. I just made him a cheap mini, but, you know, it makes me feel good to somebody has a miniature for the character they're playing, you know. And since I had to go up there anyways, it's not like it cost me anything extra to give it to him, you know. I just decorated up a box and gave him some Dungeon Swag stickers and the mini. Stuff like that. All right, I think we're pretty good here. I don't see any black. I don't think so. Oh, there's some back here. Okay. Not like that would have ruined the miniature, but we'll get it anyways. You guys see any? Oh, there you go, right there on the antenna. Okay. So, let's get a little bit more. Pouring this is always a mistake, I'm telling you now. Okay. A little bit more water on my brush. Let's do this base. I can't even think straight now. Oh, I bought a board game, but I can't remember what the hell it is. It was like on sale. It was like the local game store. And well, it's not local to me. I got to drive 40 minutes to get there. But the one game store I like to go to, it's like an old one. There's 3 of them, and they were all owned by one dude. And kind of like the people that ran those stores took them over when he retired. And then the one that I went to, that dude passed away a couple years ago, and somebody else runs it now. But he had helped run the store for 30 years too. So it's like these like lifelong kind of deals. It's just a cool. It's called Phantom of the Attic, and it's just really, as much as I like Four Horsemen, it's the atmosphere in there is less corporate than Four Horsemen, and I do enjoy that. I don't like a real corporate gaming store atmosphere. I've even thought about, even though I don't really need to and I don't have time to, I've thought about opening a gaming store just to create the atmosphere I want to create and have the kind of stuff I want to have. But again, it's just like, it's kind of an investment. It's generally hard to keep them afloat So it would just be like yet another endeavor of mine that you sink money into and doesn't go anywhere. But my business model wouldn't be based off of game stuff as the main money maker. It would be coffee. That's pretty close to what we need. Let's get some cardboard. I'm going to get this chestnut cutler. It's like a reddish brown or orangish brown maybe. I'm going to get a giant ass brush. Oh, I got paint all over my hand. Hold on. I'm going to get a giant ass soft brush. This is from the Dollar Tree. Okay. Get it all over that brush. Spread it around. And I'm going to hit him with a healthy coat everywhere I can reach. And if I have to get a smaller brush to get in some, I will. But I'm not thinking I'm going to need to. If you look there, he's got some writing on his belly from whatever that toy company was that made that dinosaur. That's all right. Not worrying about it. Even if I was, it's a little late to do anything about it now, right? Right. I have a little trouble getting in and out of the arms. I might need a smaller brush. So the deal is with Umberhulks is like the two bigger eyes are like bug eyes, and the two little eyes are like gorilla eyes, because they're like essentially like the cross between a gorilla and a big bug. That's kind of their deal. I don't know if you guys have ever like read the stat blocks on those or looked them up, but that's what they are. Like, it's just a silly big bug monster. Bug monster. I don't think I'm going to go get another smaller brush to get in there any better than I did. I think I'm just going to kind of leave it that way and let it go. I'm going to get a little more paint, though. I'm going to hit that side a little more with a little more to lighten that up. I'm going to lighten up his back a little more. Okay. Well, that should be good for what we needed. Now let's use this same brush. I'm getting a color called Territorial Beige. And I'm going to get some yellow. It was all yellow. So I'm going to grab the beige and the yellow. I'm going to mix those together. I might need some more of that yellow. Here we go. Let's come over here. I'll pull that around a little bit on the base and just catch some detail down there. Nothing too spectacular, just to give it some variation. I'm not really doing a great job here. I'm just hitting some spots and not some other spots, and that's okay. I'm going to get rid of that brush. I'm going to hit him with the air gun. Now these ones are scary. These big ones. Let me grab the stat block real quick. So the big ones, the truly horde Umberhulks, they stand more than 16 foot in height, or a little bit over 3 inches. And they weigh 8,000 pounds. They're phenomenally powerful, and they're truly horde. And their own kind even fear them. So other Umberhulks are afraid of these big ones. They usually are found in the service of evil dragon sorcerers or guarding their own lairs. And it's a will save DC 22 and 3.5 against its confusing gaze due to its higher hit die and charisma score. So this, even against a stronger hero, could become a burden. All right, let me get my yellow again. Where did I put it? I lost my yeller. This is Golden Sunset. I don't think it's the same color I had, but it's close. And I'm going to grab a smaller brush, something like this. And I might need more, so I'm going to leave that out. Okay. I'm going to hit the top areas a little bit. I do need a little bit more. Look at that. I'm not doing a really good job, but I am kind of trying to lighten that up some. Give it a little bit of a yellow look. Okay. Then, last but not least, I'm going back to a big brush again. And I have this ivory color. And you really don't want much of this on there, dudes, because you could really screw up your mini bad if you have too much. All right, let's give him a little bit of a glow. Let me get a tiny brush and some that ivory. And I'm going to do his bug eyes with that ivory color. Those are a little bit too bright. And I should have sunk these into some super glue or something so they looked more like ape eyes, but I did not. So now I'm just going to get this, and I'm going to get some glue paint in there. And I'm going to wipe a lot. You know what? I'm not using that brush. Change of plan. I'm going to get this brush here and some of that. I'm going to wipe a lot of that off. There's no water in this brush at all. I'm just going to touch it across the front of those teeth there and along these little edges for detail so those pop a little bit. And you can see those are jagged pinchers. And I'm just going to touch along the top of his head where I didn't feel like I had enough before. And then I'm going to come back on his little gorilla eyes. Oh, that's not just shaking up at all. Where's the other one? Oops. these little eyes up here. I'm going to do that. Now wait, I'm not done. I'm going to hit these claws with the black. And normally I would dry brush those down, but this time I'm not. I'm just going to leave them black. And I'm not doing a perfect job on those either. Of course I never do I? Because I'm a lazy painter. As long as it looks like I want it to. I don't worry about how perfect it is on these big silly homemade ones. You're thinking, oh, Doom, those look like cartoon rolly eyes. Yeah, I know. We're going to fix it. Calm down, Beavis. So, I'm going to get that beige color, that territorial beige. And we're going to get this paint here. We're going to wipe a little bit of it off. And then we're going to paint the top of the eyelid a little bit. And then we're going to come underneath. We're going to make those eyes a little less cartoony and obscene. And just clean up the shape of those some. Okay. And then, since those bug eyes were a little bright, leave that brush out. Grab some yellow. And I have some beige over here. I'll get a little bit of beige and a little bit of yellow. So I'm going to mix those. I'll get a little bit of that white. Mix that in there. Okay. I got more yellow. There we go. Something like that. And then I'm just going to paint those eyes over so they're not so bright. I'm a little unhappy with those eyes there that I did. They're still looking a little bit cartoony, but it's not too bad. All right, we're pretty much done here, but the base, we need to do the rocks. So we're going to get my favorite color in the entire world, pavement, which is just a dark gray with a tad of blue in it, I think. Get our brush damp. And we'll paint those rocks up gray. Good God, I can't breathe for damn again. It's like the world's longest sinus thing. What do you call that? Allergies. It can't be allergies at this point. It's been a while. It's really been since like a couple days after I had COVID last time. Well, we're not allowed to talk about COVID on the internet, I don't think. I think it's forbidden. Tis forbidden. I'm getting a lighter gray color out. I'm going to wash my brush, and I'm going to hit this with some air. Hot air, of course. Now, these things usually live underground, and in video games, they always seem to be in the Underdark from what I can remember. I think in that Baldur's Gate 3, they were definitely in the Underdark. I can't remember in other games. I've seen them in, like, in Dark Alliance and stuff. I can't remember. I remember there were Umberhulks, but, God, I can't remember where they were for the life of me. Touch those rocks. Give them a little bit of a little bit of yeah, I'm a nerd, I know it. Yuck, yuck. Just something real basic. It looks like they positioned intentionally in front of those feet. That was a mistake. That was an accident, and I hate that. So let's see what we can do in our next little bit here to fix that. With our flock. Maybe we can, I don't know, make the flock look not so good so that it kind of brings some interest to this base. Because I, by default, just kind of started doing all my miniatures like they're on the surface. I used to do like underground and stuff. So unless they're underwater specifically or on a beach or something, or in snow, I've just kind of generically stopped doing cave bases for some reason. I don't know how I got into that or what made me stop doing it. I just did. Probably should have thought about that. The last few minis that were, like this guy would have been in a cave. I should have done this base with grays and stuff. But I didn't. And that's okay. I'm hoping that if we break up the pattern a little bit, we can hide that. Does that help? No, not really. Kind of looks the same. Oh, well. Anyways, I'm Doom. This is Dungeons and Doom Biscuit on YouTube, and this is my Umberhulk I just made in the shop here with you. I hope that this helps you or inspires you to make a good Umberhulk. Better than mine, hopefully. Mine's not terrible, but it does look a lot more like a grasshopper than an ape bug. And that's okay, too, I suppose. My eyes aren't ideal. But anyways, like I said, we made this out of scrap parts, and that's fine. I don't know. There's not a lot of good Umberhulk models just laying around, and the ones that are out there are kind of expensive. I've not even seen a huge one. I did 3D print a size large one that I got from my manufacturer one time. And I'm going to be honest with you, it wasn't very good, and I printed it with such garbage resin that it broke 100 times. So this is what I came up with. Let's see what you guys can come up with. Join the Discord, share your work with us, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell icon, leave a comment, buy some miniatures from the website. Not these miniatures, but Dungeon Swag miniatures. Here's one that I just put together that I'm going to be painting. It's a demon, and he's got a flaming hammer. Oh, he's cool. Anyways, we have a discount code in the description, most likely, to get you 25% off your monthly box from Dungeon Swag this month, and we have another discount code on in the Discord somewhere as well, if I'm not mistaken, for a free mini. I don't know if there's any of those left, but we do have those. Those are the free mini thing. We only do so many a month. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.